What is up, everybody? My name is SuperSight, and in this video I'm going to be comparing the YouTube Studio Beta versus the Classic Studio. Now I'm going to be nitpicking a few minor details, but also just comparing the main generalized main pages like the dashboard, the video manager, and just my experience with it. So I am I've come to like both of them, okay? So that's just my background in it. I used to be like strongly the studio is like, whereas, the old one is like, the classic one is like, let's go. But now I've come to like the beta studio more. So first things first, the dashboard. I remember back in the day, vidIQ released a video and they showed how you could get early access to it, and everyone was like, let's get early access to it, and now it's come here and it's like in a few months the other one's probably going to get switched off. It's like, aw. Anyway, this one here is the new one. So this here is the main dashboard display if you're using, like a computer or a PC. Now, a few key differences, a few similarities. So if you look over here near the channel analytics, this here is in both of them. So those figures are the same, although I think it's slightly delayed for the classic one. And then you have, this stuff up here. But I've always liked this one here. It's a nice, great overview look. You've got all of this information here, total subs, total views here, as well as a look at your videos right there, a few of the latest comments and the tips, which I never used to look at in the old one. Whereas this one here, it's got that info there, the channel analytics. It does not have these 4 videos, which I find a shame. I like to see a snapshot of that. And it doesn't have 4 of the comments either. It does have this section here, and although it actually hasn't updated yet, it was a video. That was a stream. But this here is a super helpful metric. It shows views, average view duration, and watch time, and you can see it compared to the latest 10 videos if you hover over it, although they haven't updated yet. But that replacement is really helpful, and they put a huge thing on the news and the Creator Insider. But they had got a lot of space over here that they could have used to have those 2 things there. So dashboard's pretty similar, although where this video and comment section are not on the new one, although this section is. Both that's a good section, as well as these 2 were great sections as well. Okay, moving on to the video section. So if you click videos and you click videos here, and one other thing which was quite good about this one with if we click back here, that with the dashboard, it did show the percentage increases for the different thing, or decreases in my case, which was helpful just to get a glance at, if it had been increasing or decreasing over the time. Okay, the video section. Now, and it's called Video Manager in the Classic Studio. Now, these here are actually, if you break it down, it's actually very, very similar. So the thing is, see, as you can see, it's got the published date here. It's got the name of it. It's got, how many views it has, whether it's monetized, whether it's public or not, as well as, likes, dislikes, and comments. And if you come over here, it's got it all completely differently laid out, but it's actually the same information. As you can see, public here shows whether monetization's on or off, the date published, the views, the comments, the likes, and the like percentage, which this one doesn't have the like percentage, so it's up for this one here, although it doesn't show dislikes unless you hover, which I did like it how you can just always see the dislikes just while scrolling, rather than if you're going down, you hover and then hover. So I did like on the old one how you could see the dislikes, but I do like how they've got the like percentage here. So that is a plus and a con for both of them there. Now, one thing I do like about the new one, the Studio Beta, is you can click here, and then you can schedule it, and you can just schedule it and save it like this from within this page, from within the video page. Whereas this one here, you can't just schedule it. You have to go into the video in order to to make it happen. So that is one thing I do like about the beta more than the classic. I do think that is definitely something that it has up. In terms of search, the filter I think is better, because here you can, for example, search. Although it's actually pretty similar. You can search by most viewed, and this one here you can filter, and you could have views, and then you can the value or whatnot. And oh, that's right, and you put the value in here to have that. So you can filter it, you can refine it more, or visibility. You can multi-select, which is not available in the old one. Although often, in my case, I just sort of if I click private, then it just can come through, and it can just show me. And this here works alternatively just as well. So it is good though with the filter. It's a little bit more specific with the newer beta version, but overall they're pretty similar. And for example, you can click there, but you can't click by comments or that one, but you can check by the views or whatnot. Okay, so that's that one there. Now moving on to the next section, which, although, yes, one more thing. With this one here, I really like about the classic is that under the video manager you can also see playlists, which is really helpful. Over here it's not even an option on the list. You have to come down to other features and then click on playlist, which takes you to basically effectively the same thing somewhere else. So it's like outsourced, but I'm sure in time they'll add it to the new beta. But I just love this section here. You can just have it, you just click on the playlists and you can, you know, of course sort by that, and it's really helpful having it right there because I regularly use playlists, so it's a nice wee section there. Copyright notice is also very helpful. You can just quickly check because that's all linked in with the video, so it's a logical form. Also, by the way, that is a false claim right there, that middle one, but never mind. So you can just see it was here, and so you can, you know, it's the same thing, but it's outsourced with this one. Whereas with the beta one, it's like, copyright, let's see what we can do. And then it's like, oh wait, this isn't the same copyright, this is something else. This feature is great, but it's like, where is the copyright videos? And it's just like, I actually don't even know where it is. So I always go to the classic studio, you know, in order to find it. But I just think it should be in a much easier place to spot with the newer one, rather than this feature here. Wait, like, this feature's good, you still want this feature 100%, but like, have your ones that have issues with it as well. Okay, so that's that there. Now, if we come down and also live streaming, which is just nicely sitting right here, because if you come here, you have to come down to here and then go to live stream now, or come up here and then click live stream that way there, whereas that one is part of it, although that's not really, it's sort of pretty neutral. Okay, coming down to the next one, we'll go to analytics. So if we click on analytics, so I wanted to do this video months ago, but I didn't actually do it. In recent times, I've started doing a heap of YouTube videos on different YouTube features. I never used to think, I thought, oh, I won't even try them out. I never bother with them. But now it's like, no, I was actually interested in them. And so, you know, like, they affect me, although not hugely, but it's like, I want to give these new features a go. It's like, I used to just sit back and be like, yeah, new feature, they've added the premiere, no worries. Oh, they've added a new way of upload, no worries. But I'm like, no, actually, this is interesting. I want to try out these new features. You know, I do YouTube. I want to be up with the know, and if I make a video on it, it makes me learn more. So I decided to do videos on it. So I think that's a cool way. For example, like I did a video on that, and as well as the new channel membership things, which I'll show you in a minute. Now, annoyingly, you have to click stay on classic every time with here. But still, so this here is a graph, which you can see of, you know, the views, watch time, and then this one here has the views one as well, but other ones here, like watch time and that, which you can click through and have a check via that way. I do prefer, like, when first clicking on analytics, the classic one by far, because it gives you, you can see all these metrics, and of course you can change the time period for all of them. You can see all of these instantly. You can just see like likes, dislikes, comments, shares, videos, and playlist subscribers. It has all the videos as well as their percentages right next to them, all of which is available in this here, but you have to click like see more and then go to the specific thing and click that or whatnot. It's just, I don't know, I find it so much easier. All the data's there, and down here, for example, gender, it's great. It's just a graph right there. I can see it, boom. Whereas here, it's like, so like, where is it? Like, actually, I know where it is, but like, you're like, where is it? Where is it? Oh, look, it's there, down here, and then, and it's also that rather than the graph, you know, whereas I find the graph easier, especially for, you know, ones like gender or age or whatnot. It's just boom. So this one here, I definitely like classic more. It shows traffic sources. It just shows all these helpful graphs, because often, like, I haven't got heaps of time every day to go through and click through and into each of the different data things and like, what does this mean? What does this mean? You know, oh, no way, they've added that in there. That's so cool. No way, I've just noticed that. 31%, that's way, way, way higher than I thought it would be. I thought it was going to be like 5%. Typical on YouTube. 30, let's go! Let's go! Let's go! That's right, 10 to 30%. You see that? You see that? And I'm 31.8%. Let's go! Shout out to my fans, my awesome SuperSight subscribers. Thanks, guys. That's awesome. There we go, an active subscriber base. But yeah, that one there, 20.6. Okay, that is really cool. That is really cool. They must have very, very recently added that. So mine's higher, which is cool. But yeah, and then of course these are cool metrics, but I just like how with here it's just an overall snapshot, so you sort of just see the gradual improvements, and of course if you want to delve into it you can. With this here, it's just not such a good overview. Like on the overview pages, it's not a very good overview at all, really. Although I do love, another thing I do love about the beta is it shows you all the different, how many videos you released, exactly which ones throughout the whole month, which I think is really cool. But I just wish it showed more, like even if you just scroll down and it has had like those same graphs in that, like that kind of stuff, right in that section right there, rather than just not there. So yeah, I prefer the classic more, but the newer one's awesome. Another thing I used to love about Classic was this here. VidIQ used to also love this and said it was one of the biggest things they'd miss. So it shows, the last 60 minutes as well as this, and, you can click on last 60 minutes and last 48 hours. Now, they have got this here. I don't like it as much because, first of all, it doesn't show, the last, it's not the last, it's the last 48 hours, which is kind of a better reference overall. But, it's... you have to click see more if you want to see the recent ones, which is often what I want to see, and then you have to click here. You have to go into it to see it, and it's there, but it's not like just click on real time and boom, you have it right here. Which I like this very much so. Okay, so that's that one. That's the analytics. Okay, we'll go to another thing now. So community. Now this here is labeled slightly differently. The terminology. Well, it's not. It's a different section really. This one here is called comments. Now remember, I used to love the old one much better. So the old one was like the old way of answering comments, like this section here, like the squares and with your replying and that. Whereas this one here, it's like. It was the first thing I sort of thought, okay, fine, I'm going to have to eventually go on to Studio Beta, so I'll start slowly weaning myself off the, the beta, off the classic. So this was the first thing I tried, and so I'd answer all my comments through it, and then slowly, feature by feature, I ended up using it all. But it's been a very long process. It's been a year, and even after a year, if they deleted beta, I mean, I wouldn't be that, I'm sort of at the neutral point. Like, as of now, I equally like beta and equally like classic. Like, for a very long time, it was still classic all the way. And then, not beta. But now it's sort of like, I can definitely see the benefits of beta. They've got a few cool features, like, the main box that shows the top 10. That's really helpful. And then, they added the extra analytics, although they could do that to classic. But, of course, they want to move people on, which is fair enough. But yeah, so I'm indifferent between the two. I like them both. They both have their good points about them. But of course, the beta is the future, whether we like it or not. But yeah, I'm happy with beta now. I've come to like beta. Beta's a decent one. So yeah, moving forward, we will be using beta, which I like it. I do like it. I love classic as well, but I also like beta now. But it's taken me sort of a year to come to finally like it, approximately. So yeah, this here's the comments thing. You've got the the different things in here, and so you can just answer them like so, and just like them like that, and it's nice and smooth. I like it. This one here, it's one thing I don't like that they've recently done, is if you answer, maybe next time, smiley face, is that it actually. It does this with the reply, which is really annoying. They just started doing this today. And so rather than just actually popping up like it's there, it does that, which is, I prefer classic for the comments, although it's basically the same. And then, of course, you got the likely spam section for both of them, which is the different ones that you can just approve as you see fit. Now, another thing is that with this one here, it's just the comment section. With this one here, underneath it, you have subscribers, which I love this tab, and used to check it all the time when I was mainly using classic. Now I basically always use that beta, although for playlists, playlists and copyright, I always use the classic, as well as some of the analytics, I check it, stuff like that. But you can just click on here and click most popular, and it's just a nice wee section. I'm not sure if they even have this on the new one or not. Channel memberships, they've moved them to the newer one. As you can see, which they've made a very nice job of the channel memberships, I will say that. If we come here, it's got it live, what it is, and the revenue, and shout out to Bucky and Lynn Stinwell for being channel members, and whatnot. So that it's very smoothly done. If you click on Super Chat, which you can do via this here, it's all in a different section, which that was always good. And then the community settings, which were your moderators and the people that were hidden. Many of them were all of them were from the streams going past the warning. Whereas this here is available, but it's actually under settings. So, and then if you go down to here, it's got, and this here, see, for example, some of it is like community is in this tab right here, which you can see, stuff like that, and then all that kind of stuff, which, I don't know, and then you've got the advanced channel settings, which actually takes you to the old version to do this here, which is actually the page, if you come over here to the old one, under chat. So I love the classic way of how they've done the community. With the channel right here, this here, I love this page here. As of this point, it's less helpful for me because I've already got all of them enabled in that, so it's not like, you know, when you start out YouTube, it's like, oh, when can I enable this one? When can I enable that one? Whereas now I've got it, it doesn't, if something were to go wrong, I could check it though. But it's nice green line, it gives you an overview of all of these things, and you can just check it. You know, this is the status, you know, 0 copyright strikes, 0 community guideline strikes, this is awesome, partner verified. You can just see that easily, whereas here, it's just, I don't like it as much. I don't like it as much. If you come down here on the classic, you know, it's got the monetization there, which this here gives you an external link to this. And then for the upload defaults, which is here, I don't think it should be in set. Like, I guess it is a setting, but I loved it how it was just all under this thing. The same with the community, how they did it with the branding's basically the same, and the advanced is indeed this page here, which you can then of course go over here to do. So yeah, I definitely prefer the other one in regards to that. Although interesting with the channel keywords here that you have a limit. Oh, I'm not sure how many it is, but with the new one, there's actually no limit. Okay, transcriptions, I don't really use them. I do translate a few of my videos, but not many of them recently. So that's sort of so-so. This one here has the copyright feature, which is a huge thing. Yeah, it's an interesting one. It's awesome, but it also could be improved. Okay, so that's that, and then monetization is the overview, the merchandise, which is really cool. I haven't actually made any merchandise. The memberships, which I showed you, and the live chat, which is basically the same. It shows you these here as well as the status of it. So that's that one there. Create. I never actually use this feature, to do it. I never sort of create videos on YouTube. I do that separately, which I think most people would do. And then we go back to dashboard and back to dashboard. And with this one here, you got, you know, there's a lot more stuff about like tips and trips creator inside of that, which is, these are all really good to watch and check out. I don't know, like, it's fair enough that they put it on the front page, but I used to, like, kind of seek those similar types of things out before, but I think it's easier if it just puts YouTubers, like, right here, which is a reasonable thing to do, and then, of course, you have the, you know, other features and the different things down here, which I'm sure that they'll slowly add them until they're built in, so they are building them in, but they're going to have them there. So, yeah, that there, folks, is Classic versus the beta. So yeah, there's two different things. Do let me know in the comments what you think. What are the things that most bug you or are most missing? So every time you click this here, it always asks you what is it, and I used to always click them in, but then I thought there's no point me doing it every single time because it'll just get me like clicking something every single time. But yeah, what are the things that most bug you about beta, and what do you most love about it that the Classic doesn't have, and what are the things that most bug you about Classic versus what did you most love or like about beta. So that's a comparison of them both. I would still, to be honest, I would still, if you had to choose one, yeah, it's I don't know. If you had to choose one to go with forever, I don't know. It would be a very hard decision. I do really love Studio Classic. I just really love it. That's sort of, even over time, it's changed the interface in that, but it's still sort of the same. It's all been in the same place in that. But this video will be historic, as in when people look back at it in 20 years, and be like, whoa, that's what YouTube was like. And then by that time, we'll be on to Studio Beta Plus. But yeah. They're both really good. They've both got their pros and cons. I'm sure as time goes by and they build in all the features and they continue to get community feedback, they'll continue to improve beta until it's surpasses the level of Classic Studio. So that indeed is the end. Yeah, do let me know, what did you think of the review? Did you think it was fair and what I did? Also, I love how they have the latest post here. That's another good thing about beta. What did you think? Did I miss anything out? Did I say too much on certain topics? I'd love to hear your feedback. If you'd like me to do another video regarding YouTube, please let me know. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you perhaps next time for another video. See ya!